So here I write the combination of the tape format. So I am taking instead of m and n variable, I am taking x and y. So here x value is 3, y value is 2. So blank space followed by x number of zeros, then 1, followed by y number of zeros, then 1, followed by n number of blank spaces are available. So the tape contains 0, 1, and this m number of zeros are replaced as x. Then these m number of values are replaced as blank space, n number of values are replaced as x. So only 4 variables are available. So I write the logic here. So you take the same variable m and n. So what should we do? If it is m0, replace it as blank space, move to right direction. If it is n0, replace it as x and move to right direction. After that, if any blank space will come, that will be changed as 0, come to left direction. Repeat this process for copying n number of zeros by m times. So this is the logic behind it. So initially Q0, initial state, the tape head read the value 0 with an initial state Q0. So this is m number of 0 that should be replaced as blank space, and we should move to right direction. So the state is changed as Q1. So now the control head is in Q1. So this m0 is replaced as blank space. It will move to the next cell with the current state as Q1. And if you are replacing the first m0 as blank space, you should go to nth 0. Until that, if any zeros are occur, you only move to the state, go to right direction and don't change the symbol. So if Q1 read 0, you stay with the same state and only move to right direction. So the third cell also contains 0, only move to right direction. Now Q1 read 1. So if the control head read 1, you don't change the symbol, only move to right direction, but you should change the state. Because for differentiating m number of zeros and n number of zeros read by the head, we should only change the state. So now the state is changed as Q2 and the control head read the nth 0. So the nth 0 should be replaced as x. So I want to change the symbol as x. We should move to right direction with a new state called Q3. Now, the next shell will read the symbol as 0 with the current state Q3. Don't change the state. So only move to right direction. After that, 1 will occur. So if Q3 read 1, you only move to right direction. So I stay in the same state because it's not necessary to differentiate the value. If you want, you can change the state. So if 1 is read, you go to right direction with the new state Q4. So now Q4, control head read a blank space with Q4, which means that we are copying the first n0 value to right side. So this blank space should be changed as 0. Now the control head in Q4 state, it read blank space, so that should be changed to 0 with the new state Q5. So if it is changed, you should come to left direction. So the direction is changed. So now the state is Q5. If Q5 read 1 or Q5 read 0, only move to left direction. So if Q5 read 1, move to left direction. Otherwise, if Q5 read 0, move to left direction. If it read x, we should do the same process for replacing the n0 as x and the blank space as 0. So we should come to right direction for replacing the 0 as x. So in the table, you should check where the 0 is replaced as x at Q2 state. So now the control head points to Q5 state and it read X value. I should go to Q2 state for replacing the next 0 as x and move to right direction. So this process is repeated. So now I am in Q2 state. The 0 is replaced as X. Now the state is changed to Q3. If Q3 read 1, change the state Q4. If Q4 read 0, you should move to right direction. So if Q4 read 0, you should move to right direction. If Q4 read blank space, this should be changed as 0 and move to left direction. So Q5 0 means left direction. Q5 1 means left direction. Q5 read X means you should move to right direction with the state Q2. So now Q2 in this location. So if Q2 read 1 means the copying procedures are completed for one time. So I copy n number of zeros. Here I am taking n as 2. So we are copying 2 zeros at right side. The process is completed. So if Q2 read 1, we should go to left end and we should rechange the X as its original value. So if Q2 read 1, you don't change this 1. So that should be in the same symbol, and we should go to left direction with a new state Q6. And in Q6, it will read X. So all X are replaced as 0. You stay in the same state for replacing these X as 0. So this is 0, this is 0. Then Q6 may able to read 1 or 0 in a control head. For that also you should go to left direction. So if Q6 read 1, move to left direction. If Q6 read 0, move to left direction. If Q6 read blank space means you should move to right direction for replacing the second 0 as blank space. So that second 0 is changed as blank space at a state Q0. So if Q0 read blank space, move to right direction and go to the initial state Q0. So this will be changed. Q1 blank space. So this is also repeated. So this is n time and this is repeated for m time. Okay, the second 0 is replaced as blank space. Then go to that side. So Q1 0, Q1 read 1 means Q2. Q2 read 0 means this will be replaced as X. And copying this as 0, again come here, this will be replaced as X, and the fourth blank space is replaced as 0. Come to this direction. If Q2 read 1 means you do the process, that means you should stop the process, and these all X are replaced once again as 0, go to this direction. So this is repeated for the second m value. For the third m0 value, it is the third 0 is replaced as blank space. Once again these are all replaced as X, and the fifth and sixth values are replaced as 0. And you come here Q2 1. So replace all X as once again 0. Then go to left direction and Q0 read 1. So now Q0 read 1 followed by 2 zeros because n value as 2. Then followed by 1, 6 zeros are available, then blank space is there. This is the current situation. That is after completion of copying n number of zeros by m time, this is the value. So now we are in Q0 and with reading 1 value. And we should change this 1 to 1, the first one to last one as blank space. So I just change this first one as blank space, go to right direction with a new state Q7. So this will be replaced as blank space. Now the state is Q7. So if Q7 read 0, replace it as blank space, go to right direction. So this is changed as blank space, this is changed as blank space, and Q7 read the second one means that second one should be replaced as blank space, and finally we should go to final state. So only the tape contains 6 zeros in it. So this is the way of implementing this concept. So here Q2 to Q5 is repeated. So if any process is repeated, that is called as subroutine. Subroutine. So this will be repeated. So, so that only the multiplication operation is called as proper notation. That means using subroutine. So I draw the transition diagram for these notations. So initial state is Q0. If it read 0, that will be changed as blank space, then we should go to Q1. If it read 1, that will be changed as blank space and Q7 will occur. So only two states are there. In Q1, we should continue the same state for reading 0. If it read 1, we should go to the new state Q2. In Q2, if 0 is read, that will be replaced as X and go to Q3 state. If it read 1, there is no change at 1, so go to Q6 state. So there are two output. From Q3, if it read 0, there is no change, we can able to stay at Q3 state. If it read 1 means we should go to Q4 state. And in Q4, for 0 by 0, the same state will occur. If it read blank space, that is changed as 0 at Q5. Then from Q5, the same state is repeated for 0 and 1. So for these two states, it will be repeated. If it read X, it will go to the state Q2. Okay. Then Q6. So here Q6 is available. It is repeated for 0, 1 for these two notations and X is changed as 0. If it read blank space, then it will go to Q0 state. Okay. Then from Q7, if 0 is available, that will be replaced as blank space. If it read 1, 1 will be changed as blank space and the final state will occur. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the function of multiplication operation using Turing machine. Thank you.